Have you ever wondered how much land you need to produce all the food you eat? Well, if we divided all the farmland in the world amongst all human beings, we would each have 0.7 hectares, basically a soccer field. Hectarium is a mobile game that challenges players to survive off their virtual share of land on Earth. This land is composed of 4 farms, each located in a different country in the world. With a limited initial budget, you need to negotiate with your farmers what you can eat during each season. You can change to more intensive or ecological options, but every decision has a short-term and a long-term cost. Players will learn that the main challenge is to replace as much of their animal protein for vegetable protein and gradually create more space for forests and wildlife to flourish. But it won't be easy. Your health can degrade quickly, and unexpected events like droughts and market fluctuations will force you to make unexpected decisions. I've spent the last 3 years doing research, meeting farmers and experts to understand how we're using our fair share of land today and what we can do to preserve and even regenerate the soil and biodiversity for generations to come. I'm Diego Briceño, a concept developer and one of the producers of Hectarium, an environmental video game that will challenge players to live off their share of land and generate enough food for as long as they can. So, is a soccer field enough to live well? I started traveling to different farms in different countries asking this same question, and the short answer is yes, we could all live pretty well off our soccer field, but not necessarily the way we're eating today. I discovered, for instance, that we're using 2/3 of our soccer field as pasture for animals, mostly cattle. A big portion of the rest is used to produce cereals, of which 40% is used to feed these animals. We are also using a surprisingly large amount to produce vegetable oil, and only this tiny portion, about 8%, is used to grow all our fruits, vegetables, root plants, beans, and fibers. Based on this research, my collaborators here in Canada and I decided to produce a web series that is currently available on Facebook and YouTube. Check it out by following the links. Each episode tells the story of a farmer and their advice on how best to live off less than a hectare of land. These real-life farmers and their stories are the inspiration for the farmers you will meet and interact with in the game. In fact, all information and challenges used in the game will be based on true agricultural scientific data or real farmer experiences. We're making a rare game that is fun and meaningful at the same time. They'll be easy to understand, but difficult to fully succeed. It's a game based on our current somewhat scary reality, but that will allow you to visualize a better future. After a couple of years exploring possibilities with my colleagues in Montreal, in 2017, I mentioned the concept to Anke, a German producer at Tony Peterson Film, and she loved it. Ever since, we've been working together with a handful of passionate collaborators in Canada and Germany to make this game happen. Anke found a great game developer in Berlin, Honix Studios, and we've been developing Hectarium with their help for the last 8 months. We need to finalize all the elements that we've been developing to have a fully functional prototype, meaning a testable game that we can show to partners and investors so later on we can go into production and finish this game. And we're almost there. Now we need your donations to finish it. And like any crowdfunding campaign, we have a selection of perks to thank you for your support. But also, we want to share with you the finished prototype and some of the elements that we've developed for the game, so you can give us your ideas, comments, anything you can think of to make this game even better. We think that a video game like this can have a significant impact on many, changing a little bit the behavior and allowing us to imagine and even reinvent a better future for all of us and for the planet.